What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 143, and today, guys, we have a game against Paris Saint-Germain here in the Europa League quarterfinals, second leg at Hart Lane. Now, of course, in the first leg we got battered in France by 4-1. However, we did score that crucial away goal, which means a win here by 3 goals would see us through on the away goal ruling. So we had that in the back of our mind, and as you can see by the score we put out as well, we did put out a very strong side, because I didn't feel like the tie was lost, but it would require a lot of work. But I certainly didn't feel like the tie was lost, but it was going to be very difficult for us, and I was a little bit worried we may just come up short and our effort would stand for nothing. We took on PSG, and the first chance would come in the 15th minute here. Fernando gets on the ball and rolls it out wide to Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge gets past Digne with the Ronaldo chop, gets himself inside, but the shot is brilliantly saved by Areola, who had a very good game in the first leg, and Lamela's cross found Sturridge, but his cross found Townsend, and the shot went straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper. So still 0-0. But in the 23rd minute, you see Ross Barkley win the ball here, and Barkley plays the ball to Fabian Schär. He rolls the ball through to Eric Lamela. Lamela goes on the left-hand side, nice little fake shot, keeps on going, swings in across, and there is Daniel Sturridge at the far post to put it in and make it Spurs 1, Paris Saint-Germain 0. So in the game where we need to score 3 goals, we had 1 in the 25th minute, and in the 32nd minute, we win the ball once again with Andros Townsend. Townsend gets past his man, gets onto his left foot, he's a long way out, but decides to strike it, and it just went wide of the post. So that goal really would have raised the crowd and surely would have given us a lot bigger a chance than we had already, but unfortunately it just went wide of the post, and it was still 1-0. So as things stood on aggregate, it was Spurs 2, Paris Saint-Germain 4. That was it for the first half. Nothing happened until the second half, when Julian Draxler won the ball back for us here. Really good chance, he crosses the ball in, but Sturridge's header is well saved by Areola, and unfortunately PSG cleared the ball away. So it was still 1-0. We were trying to put the pressure on, we were trying to score that all-important second goal, we just couldn't score it, and the 54th minute Townsend strike here is well blocked, and it just showed how PSG were defending so well in this game, because we just couldn't find the goal. We see Ross Barkley made a great challenge here and strikes it from range, but again, Areola makes a fantastic save. So the goalkeeper and the defenders were playing so well in a night we need them to play so badly, and from the corner, as you can see, Gutierrez goes for the header, it's cleared away, Draxler's header is up in the air to Schär, his first shot is blocked, Gutierrez's shot is then blocked, his second shot is blocked, and we just couldn't find a way through in this game despite being so dominant. But in the 65th minute, PSG had a great chance to seal the tie and see us go out. Sukuna's shot was well saved by Laristo, and it was still 1-0. So we were still in the tie, but as time was expiring, it was looking more and more likely we would be going out. However, in the 69th minute here, you see Connor Wickham come on for Fernando, so we had to adjust the formation, we had to get the strikers on the pitch. Wickham comes on, Fernando comes off, and we need to score another 2 goals here. So of course we would have to send on one of our strikers, and Wickham would come off the bench. So Wickham comes on in the 74th minute, a great chance for us to get the goal here. Lamela gets onto the ball down the left hand side, it's a bit scrappy, it falls to Wickham off the bench, he finds Barkley, but the shot is blocked again and out for a corner. We just couldn't find the breakthrough in this game, but from the corner it's Townsend who crosses the ball in. Schär's header hits the post, it falls down into the 6-yard box, and Wickham dives in. Really brave diving header with the boots flying, he gets his head to the ball and puts it into the back of the net to make it Spurs 2, PSG 0. So with just under 15 minutes to go, we just needed one more goal, and as things stood, we will be going through on away goal. So Wickham gets the goal, really brave header after coming off the bench, and it's Spurs 2, PSG 0. With 5 minutes to go, it was looking like the game was up, it was looking like we were going out, but as Corker wins this header here and finds Barkley, he finds Welbeck. Barkley continues his run from deep, gets played the ball by Welbeck, and just smashes it in, and it's a superb goal by Barkley. It's Spurs 3, PSG 0. I couldn't believe it. It was an absolutely fantastic finish by Barkley. I thought the game was up as time was expiring, but a late rally saw Wickham score the goal to make it 2-0, and Barkley make it 3-0 after a great ball by Welbeck. It's Barkley who gets the goal, and that means on aggregate it was Spurs 4, PSG 4, but of course we had the away goal, so we were going through. What a finish by Barkley. I thought I put too much power on it initially, but thankfully it did just clip the underside of the bar and go into the back of the net. A superb strike, as a goal worthy of winning any Europa League quarter-final tie. Barkley surely sends us through to the Europa League semi-finals with a fantastic goal with just a few minutes to go, and I just could not be more and more delighted, because coming into this game we looked as though we were all but out, but instead a late rally, a fantastic team performance, looked as though we were going to be getting the reward for our effort and going through to the Europa League semi-finals. And from kick-off, PSG gave the ball away, Welbeck gives it to Sturridge, a great chance to seal it. Sturridge finds Nelson Oliveira, nice little side heel, back heel, sorry. Barkley gets on the ball, finds Nelson Oliveira. This is to seal it, but unfortunately Areola makes a great save. So the game would finish 3-0 and we do go through to the Europa League semi-final. And I got to be honest, after the game I just dropped my controller. I genuinely had to walk outside and take a breather because it was that tense, it was that dramatic, it was absolutely fantastic. We just about did enough though. Wickham and Barkley with late goals see us win the game by 3-0, tie it on aggregate of 4 goals each, but of course we had the away goal and we go through to the semi-finals to take on Bayer Leverkusen, and in the other semi-final Hamburg will take on Barcelona. So just an incredible game, and I was just so relieved that we are going through, because of course Daniel Levy does want us to win this tournament, and if we fail to meet all of our objectives come the end of the year, we could be getting the sack. So that game, had we lost that game, had we gone out of that tie, we could have been getting the sack straight afterwards. So thankfully we did just do enough, and we are through to the Europa League semi-finals in just an absolutely incredible Europa League quarter-final tie. But we had to put that behind us and take on Swansea on the weekend, so just a couple of days after some absolutely fantastic football at White Hart Lane, they'll be treated to another fantastic game, hopefully against Swansea here in the Barclays Premier League. And of course we really do need to keep winning these games in the league. Swansea are in the relegation zone at the moment, so we were of course going to be heavy favourites, and we are level on points with Aston Villa, who are in 5th place. So the only reason we're ahead of them is because of goal difference, but we need to win this game really and open up a 3-point gap once again on Villa, as we do have this game in hand on Villa. So we take them on, take on Swansea here, and the first chance will come in the 5th minute. Richards gets on the ball, but Kyle Bartley is lazy with his pass. It comes to Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge rolls it through to Carrasco, but his chip shot just goes wide of the post. So Carrasco almost giving us the lead in the 6th minute there. We just couldn't take it on. It was still 0-0. But from the goal kick, Cassio plays the ball out wide towards Richards, but Richards runs forward and gives the ball away. Nelson Oliveira makes the challenge, spots the run of Danny Welbeck, picks him out, and it's a first time strike by the former United man into the top corner to give us an early lead here at White Hart Lane. And as I said, we need to keep winning these games in the league. We can't just settle for points. We have to get the 3 points, we have to get the wins if we are going to keep our place in the top 4. And thankfully we got off to a very good start here. Welbeck with the goal, and it is 1-0 to us at White Hart Lane. In the 23rd minute, there was a good chance for Swansea to hit back. They had a corner which was crossed in towards Kyle Bartley. It was cleared away only as far as Luan, who got onto the ball for Swansea. Plays it out wide towards Bertoglio down the left hand side, chips it inside. The pass comes into Luan. His first shot is saved by Lloris, but the second should have found the back of the net, but he has his hands on his head. It's a terrible miss by Swansea's number 22. You'll see it on the replay. Lloris makes a great first save, but the second one, he has so much of the goal to aim at, and he somehow puts the ball wide. So still Spurs 1, Swansea 0. Thankfully a big let off for us there. In the 41st minute we had a corner which was crossed in towards Corker. The header hits the bar, and unfortunately Swansea just about managed to clear the ball away as we were trying to force it over the line, but unfortunately it was still 1-0. But they couldn't take anything for granted because we kept the pressure on. And as Lamela takes the throw in here, he gives the ball to Nelson Oliveira down the left hand side, rolls it back towards Lamela, first time cross into the box, and Sturridge's header finds the bottom corner. So Spurs 2, Swansea 0, and as things stand we are going to have a fantastic half-time team talk, because we were 2 goals up here against the Welsh side and looking like we were on our way to 3 points. So after a very big result in Europe, we looked as though we were going to match that with a very important result here in the league. In the 45th minute, a great chance for Swansea. The free kick was crossed in by Bertoglio, and Lucas's header had to be brilliantly saved by Lloris. So fantastic stop by our French goalkeeper, who's coming to some good form of late. Very good save by our experienced keeper. Very good stop there at full stretch, and he keeps the score at 2-0. But from the corner, it's John Joe Shelby crosses the ball into the box here. He picks out Jordi Amat. It goes to the far post. We clear the ball away only as far as Bertoglio, who gets onto the ball here. He's looking for a man. He can't find him, but he finds one in Edwards. Edwards gets past his man and finds Shelby. Shelby, the former Liverpool man, plays it back to Edwards, but his shot is well saved by Lloris, and the score is still Spurs 2, Swansea 0, and that will signal the end of the first half. In the second half, not much happened until the 58th minute when Danny Welbeck found Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge gets past his man and keeps on going. He keeps on going down the left hand side, stops the ball, then gets onto his left foot here. He keeps on going. He's got the pace, finds Brian Carrasco. Carrasco down the left hand side, gets past him with the Ronaldo chop and the roulette, but the shot is well saved by the goalkeeper Cassio, and it is still Spurs 2, Swansea 0. The last chance of the game would fall in the 90th minute. Unfortunately, Swansea would score from it. The free kick was crossed crossed into the box and Kyle Bartley headed the ball past Lloris, so we wouldn't keep a clean sheet, but we would hang on and get the 3 points. That was the most important thing, and a very, very crucial few days for us in the league and Europe. We passed both tests, we're into the Europa League semi-finals, and we've opened a 3-point gap on Villa in the league in the race for 4th. But as always guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow afternoon.
The final score 2-1.